These intros are hard, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Just let's go. Yeah, welcome back to my channel for another garden tour. I'm excited to show you what I have growing on here, and there's a lot that's going on and growing on, so I hope your gardens are growing well. And I must say, this is the best grow year of my life. I've been gardening over 20 years, and this is my first year ever using horse manure. I don't know why it took so long. I'm so happy. Hey, how you doing? It's Robbie from My Panacea Garden. Welcome back to my channel. Thanks for popping by. I'm in Zone 5A, just west of Ottawa in Canada, and I'm excited to show you what's growing on here because there's a lot going on and a lot growing on. And happy birthday, Gail. I love you, my sister. Well, without further ado, let's go look what's going on out there. Although it might be my best growing year for other things, the Japanese beetles made me tear down my raspberries. I know, I'm so sad. The Japanese beetle getting into some of the berries, so we're gonna try and fix that. Hi, Tom.
Did you remove them?
Yeah, the Japanese beetle. It's too much, and I'm gonna put some mulch, and then I'm gonna let them regrow for September.
Oh, the same thing? Or...
Yeah, because I usually get 2 crops. But I just found out that if all the leaves leave a scent for the other beetles to find.
You know that
And Derek wants to build some of the stones further over.
for me, I have a lot of Japanese people on my side too. I have to do the same thing.
Well, they say to cut off any of the leaves that are like that for sure.
Okay. So you get it on your side and I get it on my side. We destroy them.
We destroy them. This is war.
We wage war against Japanese people.
Hey, Vaughn. I love that guy. It's work in progress. These are going to be part of the kitchen that I'm going to put here. Just a sink and countertop and stuff like that. So I'm excited. So we're getting this cleaned up. I ripped out all the raspberries. I know, I'm just so sad. So sad. But we needed to have this space anyway because the stones are going to go right over to there. So we're going to cut this part out. And I couldn't get all the Japanese beetles. They were way to the back, and it was just, they were starting to get into the berries, and I have so many raspberries still in my freezer from last year, so I'm taking care of this now. And with any luck, they'll come up again for September. I usually get 2 batches of raspberries. But that's my job today, to put them in brown bags. Oh, the sunflowers that were in the front pot I put there. And you see, if you've seen my last tour, you've seen that in the flower pot along with those 2. I transplanted. I never had luck transplanting sunflowers, but seems the bigger they are, the easier they are to transplant. So here, what can I say here? This is all sweet potatoes around the cannabis. This is Black Gorilla. And yeah, Marco, I do need to trim it up. I really do need to trim it up. I have some holy basil in here, and again, sorry, I didn't get the name of the flowers. I'll see if I can find the seed package. But I'm doing quite well. This one is an autoflower, and this one's an autoflower, so they're going to be done soon, actually. Really soon. This one too. This is supposed to be the same as that one, but I know it's not. This is a seed mix-up year, I'm sure. Yeah, she's going to be harvested soon too, but I know it's not Black Gorilla. And this one is AK-47. Well, that's what the seed package said. And this tomato plant was growing out of the pot in the front, so I transplanted it into this pot. And wow, I think I know the tomato plant is the one I had last year out front, and she's a wild one. Oh, she's a wild one. Yeah, she's a wild one. I didn't bother pruning her, but you know what? Horse manure. It's making my plants look so good. These are the small grow bags that I used last year for the morning glories. They were deficient. These look a little deficient in the short grow bags, so I'm gonna have to top them up. I noticed the dahlia I had in a pot like this, it rotted and I threw it out. And this one is taking a long time, so I won't plant dahlias in these pots again. But they do really well in the grow bags, so the tall grow bags. So I will do that again. The zinnias are getting this fungal disease, and they got them last year, and I tried to spray that milk solution, and I think it did really well, so I'm about to do that again today, tomorrow. The roses, not doing too well. The best time I had my roses was when this whole bed was full of garlic. It was the best set of roses I ever had. Okay, so this guy, I even took a picture. I'm always trying to get him to face my yard. I want him like that. But do you think he'll stay like that? And I thought, well, I'm gonna get a stick. I'm gonna get a stick and I'm gonna put it there to keep him facing that way. Well, the other day I'm sitting up on the couch there, love seat, and this guy is facing the garden. I'm like, what? How come you're facing the garden? I can't get you to face the garden. So what's up, buddy? I want you to face the garden. I can never get him to face that way. He's always facing the fence. How did that happen? I cannot get him to face that way. So anyway, I'm gonna have to plant all garlic here next year. No, look, this dahlia broke, but she's coming back. Cafe au lait. This is Stokes purple sweet potato, and this is the shape of their leaves. But the other sweet potato, the orange one, actually is heart shape, more like all like this. But see, it starts getting the little spikes. And these tomato plants were all really bad like that. And I planted sweet potato here and a sweet potato there, and even though I still have a couple of branches to clip, they are coming around. This is my favorite Mennonite tomato plant, or favorite tomatoes. I would say favorite plant, but it's my favorite tomatoes. They get really big. And the basil I harvested twice, 2 big batches of basil. And I'm gonna make a salad dressing with basil and oregano fresh. Oh, it's so good. My sister's dressing, you gotta try it. But I got a electroculture rods here too, so besides the sweet potatoes, I'm really trying hard. Oh, and speaking of electroculture, I have one here. I have the tall rod here, but I also have a copper pipe. And my buddy Marco had a copper pipe next to his plant, so I hope mine will do what his does. I'll show you a picture of what his plant looked like a couple of years ago, which I gave him. He grew it, but I gave it to him. Well, these are the Cherokee Purple, and they're nice and green, doing really good, but look at the sweet potato in there with them. Everything that has sweet potato in the bed, I find, does amazing. If you grow sweet potato with anything, I'd love to know. I find it does really good. So, it's coming along. Cherokee Purple, and I had another Cherokee Purple in here, but I put it there. So we'll see. Not doing as well. And this cucumber fell. I had it climbing, but she fell when I wasn't looking, and now I'm kind of scared to break her. These 2 tomato plants are mystery. I don't know what ones they are, so we'll soon find out. These I'm still trying to figure out if they're actually green onions, I think. These aren't ball onions, these are green onions, and it's harvest time. Seems like it's harvest time. These are nice, eh? At first I thought they were ball onions, but they're ready to come out now, so you get to see that. Go make a pot of soup. Or I might actually chop these up and freeze them. There. Don't let me forget them. Not bad. These are the rattlesnake pole beans. They're the best beans, actually. They're really good in the heat and the cold, and they're very prolific. I gotta come out here and cut these because I'll never get in there, and they're gonna climb all over her plant out there. Normally I would say, yeah, you can have the beans, but I'll just give them beans because I gotta cut those. There's no way I'll get in there to harvest. More basil. This is holy basil, and I find myself that when you have just one plant, that it gets really big. I didn't top this one, which I'm going to, but I topped this one. See how big around it is? One plant. It's not like basil like this where you could have like 5 or 6 in a cluster. I don't find that holy basil does as well like that. See, these are all clusters of basil, which do really well, but look at this. Look at all this holy basil. That's one, that's one, that's one, and that's one, and that's one. So that's just my perspective on holy basil. Now the zucchini I'm wondering about. I heard if you put these cups, it will deter the squash vine borer, but no, I think she's in there. Where are you? Yep, see? That's squash vine damage. This plant will have to come out. Dang. That'll have to come out. So these cup things don't work. Although I didn't notice anything on this one yet, so we'll see. I might get this one to go. And it's next to lavender, so maybe the scent of lavender saved me there, but not the scent of holy basil. So I'm excited to at least have one plant. We'll see. I got celery here, celery there. I got celery here. Last year I had it all in one bed. I gotta come out now and wrap them all with brown paper. It's called blanching them, and it sweetens them up a bit. Doesn't make them so bitter. First time I grew celery, I was like, ew, gross. I hate it. I can't grow celery. No, you gotta blanch it. You gotta wrap them. I was on a celery juice kick, so I grew a lot of celery. And I'm gonna get back on the celery juice because that stuff's amazing. Look at these peppers. These are the bell peppers. Doing really good. No peppers on these. Look how big these are. But look at this. A little pepper plant, big peppers. This is fat and sassy. These might be the fat and sassy. These are a mixture between fat and sassy and bell peppers. But they're doing good. I must say I've not fed anything. This is horse manure. Horse manure all the way. So these are some nice celery. I gotta come and wrap them. Look at this pepper plant. I might actually pull this pepper plant and put it in the greenhouse. Look at that. So close to the celery here. Not getting much sunlight. These peppers, not doing the best. I thought they'd come around with the sweet potato. And I do have one shepherd pepper. So we'll see how that goes. These are the best onions I probably grew ever. Yeah, because I used to come and push the soil up around them, but they don't like that. I guess the onions sit on top of the soil. And this certainly doesn't look like a shepherd pepper, that's for sure. Oh, they're laying down. So I came out here yesterday and there was ants absolutely everywhere. I got a problem. I don't know where they're coming from, but it's probably in this box. This box is gonna have to go. This is later in the day. Look, I disturbed them. They all got their eggs. I'm gonna mix some borax and sugar. And because I don't really know where to spray, and I don't want to spray anywhere near. Ooh, they're on me. Spray in the box. Damn it. They're all in that box. I gotta fix this somehow, some way. Look, they're in the box. Yeah, this whole box, I bet, is a frickin' ant. Oh, my nerves, my nerves, my nerves. This is not good for me. Oh, they are everywhere. Ah. The pea is 1 cup of water, 1 cup of sugar, and 1 tablespoon of borax. And they will take it back to their nest, and I feel very bad. But ants are known to war with each other, so I'm warring with them over my garden. I cannot have an overpopulated ant nest in the middle of my yard. Nope. Sorry, guys. Go on to your next life. Hasta la vista, baby. But yeah, I put little drops all around the beds, and they're finding it. They're finding it. So yeah, I feel bad. In a way I do. Look, I drizzled it all there. Look at them going. Ooh, I am not dealing with this. So they say that you can wet cotton balls, but I didn't have cotton balls, so I put on paper towel and I drizzled some here and there. And if they can get in there, they're staying in there. So that's that. I think I'll come out here in a couple hours and check it because I don't want to leave it overnight and have some other larger critter eat it. I don't want that. Maybe I'll cover it actually. So the war was on. The war was on and I put out some borax sugar. And hopefully, I feel bad killing anything actually, but ants are used to warring, so this is war. This whole bed might be an ant nest. That's why it's probably not doing so well. I don't know. Could be. Lots of basil, lots of parsley, some rosemary, some more dill that's fallen down. I'm gonna cut out all of this. Pretty much this whole bed will be different the next time you see it, and I'm cutting out this flower, but look at this parsley. Hello. Time to make tabbouleh. See how nice and green that is? And then it gets a little discolored here. I think it's lacking nitrogen. I don't know, so it's pretty green. This is winter savory. Nice. I love it. And then summer savory. And look, it's 1, 2, 3. Well, that's not one. 3 plants. And the lemon verbena. I did a lemon verbena video. Oh, I love the smell of that. You don't know a lemon plant until you've smelled that. Oh. These are my Lemon Boy tomatoes. And I didn't trim these because I planted late. So these sucker branches that everybody tells you to trim off actually have fruit. So if you have a short season, don't trim too much of your plant if you started your tomatoes late. This is called the Florida weave, but I'm not doing too well with that Florida weave, I guess. I might have to trim some of it, but that's it so far. I had some beans there, some chamomile I didn't pick enough of, so I'm gonna have 1 million chamomile plants next year. I have a bean climbing up this sunflower, and it was a runt. I actually threw the bean here and it just took off anyway, so, and that one too. Some cosmos. I don't really get much to grow in this area. There's not a lot of sun till later in the day. And the comfrey that you've seen in the last tour that was flowering, I chopped right down to the ground, and here it is again. And the cup plant. The pollinators love her. She's tall. Let me see how tall she is to me. I'll show you how tall this cup plant is. Yeah, she's pretty tall. Cup plant. I put a video up of her last year when I learned what she was. I thought she was arnica, but she's not. So that's probably, well, that's the only nasturtium I kept in the backyard. I have 2 in the front that you could barely see. And the foxglove that I planted were the wrong foxglove. They're not tall, they're short like that. I got new seeds started over there. Whoops. I got new seeds started over in the trays. But here I have some, what are you doing, phone? This is a gimbal I'm trying to get used to. It's like a robot. It does what it wants. Cucumbers. I have the cucumber beetle. So I don't know how well they're gonna do. I might come out here and spray some soap. Let's see. And then I got the beans in behind. So I don't know how that's gonna go later. Because I got the arch here. Oh, this gimbal thing. Okay, the beans growing up in the back, and then the arch where the cucumbers are growing up. Might be a mistake when it's harvest time, I'll see. But when you don't have a lot of room to plant things, you gotta pick and choose. So we will see how that goes. Fong and his wife love these green beans, so, and cucumbers, so they'll get a harvest too. Cafe ole, ole. Time to chop her, get new flowers. But I tell you what, I won't grow cayenne pepper anywhere else other than a greenhouse. Oh, look at that. She is my best cayenne, and I think I will overwinter her. I'm really excited. Cayenne pepper can stop a heart attack and is one of the best medicines out there for a lot of issues. So I took in the little peppers from out front to see if they'd turn around, and she is turning around already. This one and this one. Doing good. And then this one, doing really good. I don't know if this is a cayenne pepper though. The leaves are a lot bigger than these, right? This year, I tell you what, it is really a mixed up seed and plant year. Because this is supposed to be cayenne, but I highly doubt this is cayenne. So we'll see what she turns out to be. It's only 23 in here now, but she gets up to the 40s. Pineapple. Still waiting for a pineapple. I might have missed something. I don't know. This is the second time I try this. It's always something I miss, but if you hear the water, I figured I'd show you. It's Fong's water. I love it. Well, I don't know if I forgot anything. I usually do forget something, but if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I hope all your gardens are growing well, and that you had a good year, and hopefully you're not dealing with the Japanese beetle. I was a little worried to use the horse manure at first. I'll show you the videos, because they're saying, oh, if they feed the horse glyphosate hay, or I think it's glyphosate, that you could kill your whole garden. I would not want that. So they said you can test the manure and make a tea and then water some plants, and if your plants die, don't use the manure. But I had ordered 16 bags of horse manure. And I was thinking, well, For the last 20 years, I've been buying cow and sheep and shrimp from the store. Where was it coming from? I don't know. Was there anything in it? I don't know. Were they the reason why my plants didn't do well that year? I don't know. But I know now that the horse manure, I have not had to add food to any of these plants this summer. Have I had to weed? Yeah. Are they edible weeds? Yeah. Are they medicinal weeds? Yeah. Is that a problem? Not for me. When I save and harvest weeds. So anyway, that's a little thought on horse manure, and let's take you out front. I also want to bring attention to this beauty. Let's see. You probably have her as a weed in your yard. If I can get her to focus. Known as Heal All. So I'm sure you have her. You want to learn about her and have some tea or tincture in your house of self-heal. You'll notice her now everywhere you go. It's hard to get. I'll put a picture. Self-heal. She looks like that when she's green. But if you have lots of patches of that, I would harvest for winter tea. Enjoy. Oh, also you can add to cream. Amazing plant to know. Anyway. I realized I recorded my extra, my exit in slow motion. It's funny as heck. I did a video of a slow motion of a bee and forgot to switch it over, so. Well, if you... Thanks for walking around the garden with me. Really appreciate your time. I hope your gardens are growing well. I hope to see you again next time. Take care.